Beep beep, you have a message. Click to read. Click. The message is I love you. Delete. Chess robot grabs and breaks finger of 7-year-old opponent. Incredible how AI can just come up with chess strategies that I thought of years ago. Why are boys so against wigs? Imagine if a man came home and just hung his muscles up in the closet. The Northern Lights. This race must be familiar for many women. She's overqualified for the promotion, he's unqualified, and yet it's still a contest. On January 6 I got ready to defend my colleagues and texted my wife, "Whatever happens, I love you." Ted Cruz was hiding in a supply closet. If you summon a mob to overturn a free and fair election, you should lose your job. This election is his accountability. New profile pic. I'm sorry for your accident, but you look like a thumb. I feel like everyone needs to see this very important picture of a squirrel being hit by a sudden gust of wind. 100,000 plus in Coachella. What a night. Thank you. Over 100,000 people showed up to Coachella to see President Trump yesterday. Kamala could never. It was confirmed as 15,000. Man, inflation is worse than I thought. Are you allowed to impeach a president for gross incompetence? Did you ever get an answer? Never mind. How I look at bro during World War when he says bot lobbies after scaring a village of unarmed civilians. Teachers, if your students know your preference, you should be fired. My students knew I was married to a man. They also knew I had children, which would indicate that I had with that man. Guy with no formal background in engineering did this. You can just do things. Or bless, you think a KF contributed in any technical or knowledgeable way to this. His employees did all the work. He just sat on his ass pushing conspiracy theories and white mercy on X. I have walked the girl I like home from the bar 4 weekends in a row, like any gentleman should, to protect her from creeps. This weekend I'm finally going to introduce myself to her. Work my AR to pay back my student loans in full. Student loan forgiveness is an absolute insult. My grandmother lied of so I think a cure for would be a massive insult. B movie guy type rage over some chips. What's a gender neutral word you could use for your spouse? Husband, wife's bunt. I may be stupid. This is a text version of looking for your glasses when they are on your head. Pizza date with my significant other. Together for almost a year now. Australian whistleblower leaks spy documents to 4chan. 4chan ignores them, calls them. Hey everyone, I'm Christian. I have just recently moved in with my friends. We're hardworking dudes, always happy to help need be. Welcome to the area. Please keep your religion to yourself. Had the audacity to deviate from my usual black clothing and wear a grey knitted tunic and just got asked how the Crusades went. Florida bill would require judge to rule if teens mature enough to terminate. See, that woman is immature. Let's give her a kid. Florida. Yup, another butch outfit. Do I look manly? You look more like an patient from the 80s. You look like every young Sheldon character at once. President Biden, 8.2% inflation. Republicans skipping committee hearings on inflation. Netflix Lara Croft versus the voice actress. I hate clown world. Wow, her bobs are so big they distort the reality around her. This reminds me of that one clip where a guy convinces a girl not to jump by threatening to lay her What? Your brother got me and I'm keeping it. Did you see where I put the saucer though, lol? Throwing a balloon on a microphone while reporting live from a hurricane is the most Florida thing I have ever seen. That's rude. Who cloned Larry David? Same day, so I guess college down the drain. Why is college down the drain and not the bab? Never mind. Like bees must not believe in letting God babysit anymore, shaking my head. Remembering a couple years ago when I reminded my dad that I was and he asked me if I had a girlfriend. I said no and he said so you're just LGBT in theory. I came out when I was 18, I'm 21 now. My GMA asked if I had a girlfriend, said no. This so-called Christian woman said you should have stayed in the closet. That's embarrassing. The fake streams out of Tunvina is so obviously fake. Looks more like hair conditioner than actual dumb. Next you're gonna tell me 1 cup was peanut butter. You are a brave man, but you are biting off more than you can chew. Shut the F up dude, you're a Disney kid who had his life handed to him on a silver platter. Neeraj at least had humble beginnings and fought his way to the top. He won his first WBC title when your brother was with your chick. He won his second around the time your homie claimed that England is a city, and third around the time your dummy thought you would best Conor McGregor in a fight. You beat retired wrestlers, basketball players and YouTubers and think you're the she. Step in a ring with a boxer in his prime and you would be out colder than the body your brother Logan Paul laughed at. I only have X with Cycle B's cause that noisy limited edition. Great for kids room lighting, creating romantic atmosphere. My girl give the best. On God she do. What the F? What's the craziest thing you did for love? Met her on a cruise. The weekend after the cruise I drove 5 hours each way to spend the weekend with her. That's not the crazy part. The following weekend I was texting her Friday night. She told me that if I came to get her she would come with me to spend the weekend with me. I left at 10 PM, got back home around 9 AM. Spent a great weekend together, drove her back home Sunday night. Her husband was not happy with her when she came home. It makes my heart smile when two ugly people find each other and fall in love. So who's the lucky guy? Jeff Goldblum refuses to leave money to his kids Charlie 8 and River 6. Row your own boat. Naming a child River then saying row your own boat is diabolical, LMAO. Sarah Palin now looks like she's vacationed in Myrtle Beach. She looks like a cocktail waitress on an oil rig. If you saw something Monday during the transition from period 7 to period 8, it was discovered in the sink. If you have first-hand information about this incident, speak with an adult. Say something. Who will be the next star of The Bachelor? Our ranking. I have a sneaking suspicion that the next Bachelor will be a dark-haired, square-headed white man with stubble and a moron-top haircut that inexplicably costs $85. Meet Graydon, Braden, Traden and OK Den. I bet you parallel park in the shower. Found this weird little gummy guy in my Skittles packet. Floor looks pretty clean, I say go for it. I have cats. Their kitty litter is the same color as the floor, so no dice. Extra crunch. Guess what question generated these results? Who gave Walt the worst job? What's up James, you effing dough? Who is this? Lol you idiot. It's the Big Biscuit. How you been Jude? The what? I have never heard of this guy in my life. Dated a girl who did a ton and girl work. Weirdest thing was how much more people would pay for anything involving their liking, paying up to double what they would for regular. Yeah, like why would anyone pay more to add you to the shot? I know her it different. She probably says rapscallion. Trump threatens to withhold aid to California. We'll force it down his throat and we'll say, Gavin, if you don't do it, we are not giving you any of that fire money that we send you for all the forest fires you have. So he's in California while threatening California, and his MAGA mouth breathers think he's a genius. Breaking. Florida says Island X's are banned from hurricane shelters. We know this isn't true because Donald Trump and Matt Gaetz are safe. Mexico. No wonder it's always snowing in Michigan. How I listen to bro's problems that were 100% his fault and 1000% avoidable. Tom Cruise was asked to give his opinion on his old friend up and coming star Glenn Powell in a recent interview. Glenn's a nice guy. It's a real shame what's going to happen to him. I have never played any NSFW games. Why does Steam recommended me this? Recommended for you, my roommate. Coldplay, Yellow, official video, if Mark Zuckerberg looked human. Optimus is going to be the biggest product of any kind and will cost $20,000 to $30,000 long term. From the guy who brought you truck that breaks down on speed bumps, car that explodes, metro tunnel that services less people, and the recreational flamethrower. Here comes the robot that will take care of your home. Please ASAP, this hurricane is serious. If you are in the area, leave. Hurry up and ASAP. These are not automatic flushers. These are cameras stealing your information. Why are we not talking about this? That security guard looks like he goes home at night and kiss electrical outlets, or his wife cousin. Do you wet your toothbrush before using it? Anyone who doesn't is strange in my opinion. No, I just look at the toothbrush and it gets wet when it sees me. Better get a lawyer. 66-year-old Nebraska woman sues all people. Baby girl and I don't know you. Please delete my picture. How bad is this? Breaking. Univision accidentally broadcast proof that Kamala used a teleprompter at her town hall. Watch them panic when they realized they were showing the prompter live on air. The prompter displayed my introduction in Spanish, and then it switched to a timer. Any claim to the contrary is simply untrue. Unite America. Trump saying Unite America is like Hannibal Lecter saying he's a vegetarian. Man 24 fined for pretending to be a ghost by making woo noises and waving his arms about in tree.
Spare change. Spare change, ma'am.